from, which is a red diode.
Right.
That, however, is not our board. I'm going to show you.
not.
Right, I'm going to show you something. But I'm going to show you. I brought that out for a reason. So let me grab that for a second.
Oh, that's a heavy board, dude.
Yeah, and that one's even heavier.
Oh, wait, see how heavy this is.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
See how heavy this is.
It is heavy. Oh, yeah. That's my
I'm having trouble with this.
Well, I can repeat.
Yeah.
So, the way we make what we refer to as a module here is, and this is all done in Danville, Illinois, in a very, very sophisticated manufacturing process. When these LEDs are inserted into these circuit boards, then after that process goes on, then we inject into this module this silicone. And the reason why we do that is to make it, attempt to make it impervious to the elements out here. Okay. The brochure that I handed you, there's a picture in there of one of these. I think it's this way.
There it is.
That's a real picture. That's this module
In water. Still working.
What we're fighting is dust and moisture and humidity and freezing temperatures, etc. All that has a tremendous effect on electronics.
Right.
And so that's our big battle. These louvers are over the top to create a little barrier to the sun, some shading. And then if we were only trying to do that, we would have just made these out of inexpensive plastic, but this is made out of Lexan, which is very tough material. I can pretty much stop most objects except for bullets. Can't stop those. But, if somebody was to hurl something at the sign out the window, beer bottle or something like that, highly unlikely they're going to do any damage. As these can really. So, Bishop, you weren't here. This is the 12 millimeter, what you're looking at on this side. Okay. There's about 1,700 LEDs that Howard's holding in his hand right there. This is a 16 millimeter. There's about 1,000 LEDs, 1,028 to be exact, on this. And this is a 19 millimeter, and there's 768 LEDs that I'm holding in my hand.
This is on the other side.
Which is on the other side. So this is our best-selling product, and this is our best resolution.
And that's their newest product, too.
Right.
Are these
12.
louvers on there now?
Yes.
Now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They're on there. Now, when I brought out Dave, lift your hand up.
I got it.
I want you to see how a lot of our competitors' products are made. I don't even know whose product this is, but you can see there's no silicon on the back side of this circuit board, and there's nothing on the front side. And all there is this little gasket that's protecting it, and it's sealed into the cabinet. They use ribbon cables, so you got 16 pins of connection here. All we have is 4 pins of connection right there, and then, we have 5 pins right here of connection and our power supply. So we really reduce, and see there's another one of these cables that goes here that I don't have. So we really reduce the points of contact. Right. And if you just, common sense, I'm not an electrical engineer, but common sense says there's fewer points of connection, electrical contact, the lower the probability of failure. Not eliminating it totally, but no. That's why my truck is the warranty on our products. So it's 5 years.
5 years.
Anything that can happen except for, vandalism, is covered. So we're dealing with an 81-year-old company that's out of Danville, Illinois. So we're a U.S.-based company. Yep. We have actually 23 of these trucks out on the road across the country.
Go ahead. I was going to ask you, you have a list of businesses or churches in the area besides?
Sure.
They did that sign over there, Pastor.
Yep. Dave can give you that.
Oh,
The
okay.
captain on tremendous
We'll
number of
take a look
churches.
at them.
A
Yeah.
lot of church signs.
Okay.
And you can talk to any of them.
Yeah. I just want to
We
look
get
at
calls every day from people that have already talked to churches, and they say, Captain wants fire the company that we really like to talk with about a sign. So we're pretty fortunate.
And so you have resources for the casing
Oh, yeah.
sign that we
Full
would
service
want.
fabrication. Howard's been there. He's taken a tour. I've showed him around. If any of you would like to come over and see our shop, you're more than welcome to stop by. Just give me a call and let me know when you'd like to come over so I can make sure I'm there.
You have a card.
I'll get some plans.
So, if there's, and it's not a case of whether you're ever going to need us as a manufacturer, it's when you need us, or when you need that manufacturer that you buy from. Because the thing is about this industry is parts are very proprietary. In other words, whoever this manufacturer is, I can't stick this part in my sign, they can't stick this part in their sign. Okay? So it's not like the automobile industry, where if you own a Saturn, for instance, today, Saturn, they have discontinued making that product line. But anybody that has a Saturn is still going to drive it for the lifespan of what it was expected, because there's OEM parts available. No OEM parts in my opinion. So that's why it's really important to consider who you're buying from. Are we the cheapest manufacturer on the market? By far, no. We don't want to be the cheapest manufacturer on the market. We couldn't offer you the warranty that we offer you, and the support and the software package that goes along with it. Are we the most expensive? No. We are the oldest, though, 81-year-old company, and our support on our line, we have an 800 number, so if there's something that happens on the line of resolution of that problem, is calling our 800 number. We're there 6 days a week, just not Sundays. Many times it can be an issue that's happening on the sign could be resolved with that phone call. It might be as simple as just telling you to turn the sign off and turn it back on. Reboot. We all have to do that with our computers.
Right.
If we can't resolve it with that phone call, the phone call will end with contacting CAT. We'll already have kept track of the things that we've tried to do, and at that point they'll probably have a pretty good idea what it is, and we can even have a part on its way to CAT. We overnight parts if something's needed. From a software standpoint, training is included, and then the support on the software is forever as well.
Is there any cost to the training?
Nope, that's all included. And let's say we train a few people when you initially get the sign in, and 3 years from now somebody else is given the responsibility, we'll retrain them, there's no cost. Our philosophy as a company is you'll actually only see 2 manufacturers in this industry that you can boldly see their names on their signs, and that's us and Daktronics. They're also a U.S.-based company. The other U.S.-based company is called Yesco. The only other manufacturers I've even considered. Anything beyond that is some semblance of the Asian Rim. And a bunch of guys, 3 or 4 of them today, that are claiming to be U.S. manufacturing companies, and they're that they do some assembly here, but all their components
The boards are all
Asian.
shipped in.
Yeah. So
Are your boards?
Our boards are. You can come to Danville, Illinois, and see a multi-million-dollar facility that these things are built in. It's a clean room operation. Multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment. It's so controlled that we have to worry about static, humidity, temperature in this environment. People that are building these things are in lab coats. The floor that had to be put in is all static controlled. Very expensive. They have to wear smocks. They have to wear things on their shoes to keep the static down too. So it's a really, really controlled environment.
Tell me what your next technology is.
Our next technology is, so these are called through-mounted LEDs. They have a prong on them, two prongs actually, on each one of these little LEDs. And the next technology we're already moving towards. We're buying the equipment as we speak. It's what's called surface-mounted LEDs, and they're like, it's one diode there that has the three colors in it. And the reason why, I mean, it's been out, and they're doing it for indoor products, but it hasn't been weatherized well enough to go outdoor. I mean, there's two issues actually, weatherization and brilliancy. Because once you take a product out here, even if it was an overcast day, you know, and you brought a TV out here, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Right.
You know, we don't realize how much light there is out there, even in the most overcast day. There's a lot of light. I mean, that's why you still have to watch yourself when you're out in the overcast days. So,
is that technology on the market yet?
yes, it is. I mean, we've got a competitor that has brought some out early ahead of us.
It's probably pretty cost-prohibitive at this point.
Well, and then that's the next thing is
you're looking at.
You know, they're very expensive. Very, very expensive.
Those are words. What's numbers?
Well, for instance, here's numbers on my truck right now. The difference between that product and the product that Howard's holding is double the price. There's 2.5 times more LEDs there.
Okay.
It's double the price. Yeah. 768 and 1720 actually. LEDs per square foot.
That's
1,720 per square foot.
Okay. All right.
That's a 12-millimeter board. That's their latest creation, so to speak.
And it's been out about a year. Yeah. It's actually exactly a year. Our sign show was just last week.
One of our concerns is that, you know, this is not a project that we're going to put up today, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Latest technology we can for the price that we can afford.
Right.
But something that is going to stand and something that's going to be there for the time period that we expect it to be.
And I mean, I can confidently say with our product that, you know, you can expect a lifespan of 15 years. Now, and we've been building LED units right now for about 15 years, but the first ones were just monochrome. And those people are, you know, those scientists, it's not that they're not working anymore, it's just that they want to move up in technology. You know,
Technology continues to change.
I mean, we can all chase technology forever. I mean, and you know, we kind of, in this world, we kind of are. I mean, this is in our culture. You know, it's like, who's got the newest and greatest cell phone? Who's got the newest and greatest TV set? You know, who's got the newest and greatest computer? I mean, you can just chase it constantly. There's not really always a need to do that. You know, it's like if you were making a decision on upgrading your whole computer system in here, but you were waiting for what was going to happen, and you know there's going to be something a lot better 3 years from now. What are you giving up in the meantime of waiting 3 years?
Well, computer system is different because we already have things in place, and we would kind of have an idea as to what we want to do with upgrades. This is totally new, and we're talking not just the hardware, we're talking software and you know, and all the things that go with that.
Well, and there's not really software upgrades like software patches that are needed, like Microsoft. The software is developed today for today's units, and today's components inside that. So there's not, I mean, occasionally I've been with the company a little bit 7 years, May 15th. Occasionally we've had to send a patch out for a problem, but I can count those on one hand. It's not so.
As a seller of this product, we found that their software package is probably the most intuitive, user-friendly package out there. So it's very simple to get your hands on it and understand it. It will take some time with a little bit of training and a little bit of time of use, but it's probably the most user-friendly software out there, and it has a lot of capabilities.
So, are we talking images and or videos that we can create?
You can do both. There'll be a library. Yeah, there's a library you can pull from to use, and you can also...
A lot of these messages are from the library.
You can create your own and send them in.
And if you really want to see the software... What's that?
Can I splash a face on that?
Oh yeah, there's a face that'll come up.
Oh, there's a couple that I got. It really is endless. There's an upgraded software package called XVS, which will help you even go further with your graphics and give you more clarity.
So what is that, a JPEG file? It's just
That's the most common JPEGs, bitmaps.
But keep in mind...
And I could bring the software in. I've got my computer. If you really want to see the software, I can...
Well, I'm just...
Or I can also give you a piece of demo software if you'd like. I've got some with me.
what other type media files do it handle?
If you do a video, it's got to be changed to an AVI file.
AVI file, okay.
But I don't know if video would be allowed out here.
Right. I understand.
I think you are limited on what you can do out here as far as scrolling and your time frames on each message.
Okay.
So that would all have to be looked at.
By technology, limited by...
City problem, zoning code.
Oh,
Yeah, zoning code.
I mean, I could literally, I could hook this up to some kind of live feed. Camera.
Say you had a wedding going on inside the mall.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
So, right, you could do, there's the technology is all there. The problem for us in our industry is not that we can't do it, it's sign regulation. And like I described, like, the average production car today, the speedometer on it reads about 140 or 160. You can easily go 100. But not legally.
But know that the bigger your file,
right,
you're taking up space. So you have to be careful of that.
So,
although there's a
space on the computer, or is it space in the sign?
The space is in the sign.
In the motherboards.
But there's a lot of space.
What's that?
Well, so what you're doing is there is what we call a controller inside the sign. It's a industrial grade, weatherproof hard drive.
Essentially, that's computer, yeah.
Yes. So you're sending the computer that you have inside is where you develop the message design with our software. Then you send it out to the sign. And it's, here we're going to do it via a wireless point-to-point radio, very secure. And that controller inside the sign is going to capture that information. And you can program the sign today and tell it to start playing.
You can do it free advanced program.
All talk to me in mega, giga, and terabyte.
You're getting to I can't remember exactly.
Okay, so because, we know what size files the average AVI is. And so we kind of want to know...
Well, I mean, if it's just a still, an
so
AVI.
So it's not necessarily storing it there?
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I have more stored on those controllers than, way more than the average customer does. I have a lot of space in that. I've got, files of just football games, advertisement clips and stuff like that.
And we're not going to be running full-length movies or anything like that. But, you do kind of want to know how much...
Can you control it to the regulations that are within our zoning?
Yes, sure, of course.
So
it's just like...
So you don't have to worry about if you put something up there, you don't got to worry about breaking the law.
Correct.
Because the video is 5 seconds longer than what something like that.
Dave will make sure that you clearly understand what the code is, and then you just program it that way. It's just like following the speed.
Right. I understand.
So that was the other part of my car analogy. Is you can go 100, but you can't. You have to follow the speed limit.
Yeah, I just want. Is there controls within the system? Good. Yeah.
What size is that? That is a 3x7 viewable area. I think you put that on that truck.
The other thing we would do, put something out in the field, we're going to hang that sign. We're not going to just give one sign, side by side. No.
Okay. And I'm understanding the whole LED. That the closer you get up on it, the blurrier. Right. But I'm telling you, when I was driving down here, I was like, whoa.
But you haven't seen the other side. Let's go look at that.
This is not.
There's not. It's something different on the other side.
So this is what we're looking at. The other side.
Okay.
And how much is one of those things?
Oh, a couple $100.
A couple $100. And how many?
5 years.
Yeah, but how many of those?
21.
It's got 21 on that display.
Because these are 1x1 modules.
Okay.
All these are built 1x1.
Okay.
And the viewable areas